Yow! What's up, ladies and gentlemen? eXtine here with another interview segment, and I'm here with Paulsen.
Yeah, sorry about this. Paulsen's a little camera shy, so just 1 second. Come on, Paulsen. Come here. Come here. Come on. Good boy. Now stay. All right, Jeff, he's all yours.
All right, thanks, Dreamboat. Paulsen, what up, dog?
No.
All right, fair enough. Let's get to the real questions. How did the LAN go for you? You know, focusing on performance, the results. You definitely had some solid games in there. You know, might not have wanted that final placement. Definitely had a close last series against Full Tilt. But let's go through the progression, and then we can get into the final series.
Sure. So we start with the group stages. So group stages obviously went really well, really damn well. We came first seed, which seems to be a common theme with the Australians every year. I think every time we've been in the top two in the group stages, and we always seem to peter out, and the curse be damned, always end up fourth in the end. But all the group stage games were really, really good. Like our game against Froyo and Process was great. The game against Full Tilt on Badlands, another draw, that was awesome. I'm actually kind of annoyed that we beat Crown so convincingly on products, because everyone bans product from that point onwards in the entire competition, and we never got to play it again, and we all really love that map. So, but leaving on to the playoffs, that game, probably the best series of games I've ever played was against Froyo. The 2-3 Golden Cap on Granary, and then the 4-3 on Gully. They were amazing games. I'm glad to have experienced that, and it's unfortunate the way we went out in the end against Full Tilt. Like, my only regret here is that I really wish that Gully game was a lot closer. We just couldn't win a single mid. Don't know what was wrong, but it would have been nice to go out on a really close note, but yeah, no, it was still great.
Yeah, if you guys had defeated Full Tilt, you would have been up against Froyo, a rematch there. You mentioned that you were, sort of disappointed in the results of that first BO3. Do you guys think that if you had played him again, you would have been able to beat him?
Yeah, I think it was entirely possible that we could have beaten him. Like, that first series played was so close. Like I said, it was like the closest games I've ever played. And I feel like the top four teams are actually, at this point, it seems like, I think there's only been like maybe one or two maps where there actually have been some disparity in the results. Like, there's been like a 6-1 and a 5-1. I think that's it there. Every other game has been like either a draw or it's been going to Golden Cap or yeah, it's been really close. Geez, I forgot what the question was.
Yeah, no, quite all right. We were talking about the closeness of the LAN. I also want to talk about, I mean, we did touch on it a bit in the group stage, but just you guys getting comfortable with the LAN, resettled off your boot camp. So, maybe a little bit more in-depth on that, as well as just, how has the LAN been for you overall?
The LAN's been amazing. Like, there's nothing like this in Australia. Like, the biggest LAN in Australia we have is called RF LAN. It's in my hometown in Perth. And it's got 600 people is the maximum people. Maybe it's like 2/3 of the size of the arena here, just this one hall. And I don't know how many halls. This is like hall 17. So it's much, much bigger. So it's absolutely awesome. And then the commiserations and celebrations last night was probably the highlight for me personally so far. I only woke up like 30 minutes ago. It's 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I remember some of that. Was a good night last night for everybody. Better night for some people who got a little bit more rest and were. Yeah. Troublemakers back there. Yeah. Again, let's get back to talking about you guys, what you guys got going on. You guys are actually still mid-season in Australia, so you want to talk about that a little bit? How things are going there?
Yeah, no, it's going good. It's not as close as it was last season, where we had two teams that were like neck and neck. But this season, we are comfortably first, but it's not like we're rolling the second place team. In fact, they gave us some good practice leading up to I-Series, the i58, and I was really happy, and I've got to give them a shout out. So thank you, Elmo, Yul, Royt, Jaiho, aka Joseph, Jono, and oh my God, who am I missing? Oh my God. Hey, Cookie, yes. So all those guys, yeah, thank you so much for that practice. So that's going well. And then when we get back, we're going to be still trying to win. It's still up in the air how committed we will be for the rest of the season.
Right, yeah, in terms of like practice and stuff like that, you're saying? So you guys obviously then aren't going to be making any sort of like reactionary changes to your roster since, as we've been discussing, you guys are mid-season right now. But what does the future hold for you guys after the season? Do you have any inkling of what might happen, or?
It's really hard to say. I think a lot of us are looking for an extended break because we've been playing non-stop for the past close to over a year, maybe more. Because with the idea of coming to I-Series, that was the ultimate goal. I know personally, I've been playing this game for 8 years, almost had 10,000 hours in the game. I just finished a double degree in uni, and I've got a full-time job lined up when I get back, and it's going to be really difficult for me to play competitively at the same extent I was leading up to this. So I know personally I'll be taking an extended break. I'm not sure when I'll be back, but I hope I am, and I hope it's for another I-Series. That would be amazing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you had a wonderful performance on Demo Man. I know that I don't get a chance to watch a lot of Australians, so I was really like taken aback by how awesome you were playing. Well, though, I mean, I think I want to give you a chance to give us some shout-outs, and then we'll move on, let you get back to enjoying the land. So shout it out to some people.
Shout out to the entire production crew, eXtine, everyone here. Like, all the Europeans have been so friendly to us. The moment we got here for boot camp, it was amazing, so accommodating. We met the Americans. They were also nice. I want to shout out to some people at home. Shout out to Muppet, okay, Sean. Shout out to Face, Banana Bread, MG, all those dudes. Shout out to Woos. Shout out to my mom, my dad, my girlfriend, Nikki. And shout out to the anonymous donor that donated the $500 to make me wear a dog collar and a leash. And shout out to Dreamboat.
Yeah, definitely. Well, like I said, you guys played excellent at this event, and we would love to see you at another I-Series LAN. So hopefully that will happen. And thanks for joining me for this interview, though. It was wonderful chatting with you. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back shortly with Froyo Tech's Free State and a few more interviews before we get to this grand finals. So don't go anywhere.